So, okay, we're going to be checking out the TCM museum mode, and right now the game is in a small little box, but luckily the museum mode is in 21:9 aspect ratio, which is what I game at here. I haven't seen much from this. I have loaded into it and like got all my settings right. Had to turn VSync on because it has pretty bad screen tearing. And there is no option for inverting the first-person camera Y-axis, which is something that I use. So sometimes you may see me looking up when I mean to look down and vice versa. But other than that, we shouldn't have too many problems. So let's jump right into it. And let's try to see if we can solve these puzzles. Okay, I think I gotta turn my dang controller on here. There we go. So we have all the graphics and everything turned up. There we go. We have control now. Okay, there's not a lot of ambient sound or anything. Can hear myself running. Oh, it looks like we can crouch, but we have to hold, which is interesting. Don't have very high sensitivity. Can't turn very quickly. Check in here to receive your photo checklist. Use your camera to take photos of objects on the list. Return here after you have checked off all the photos to claim a special stamp. Okay. So, Pretty Lady Dance at the Exterior, Marrow Melodies, Car Graveyard, GKB 636 in the car graveyard. I'm assuming that's a certain car, like with a license plate that says that maybe. What has 7 arms but no head and 5 legs but can't walk? Front field. Huh. And Chicken Nugget Barn. Okay. So we can bring up camera with that. Okay. And we actually have a little inventory. Interesting. So I did notice when we turned around, we see Leatherface back here, and that would be the front exterior. So let's run over here. And yeah, I mean, in the movie, this is the road where Sally escapes, and the movie ends with the quintessential Pretty Lady Dance. And it looks like, yeah, we can swap outfits here. Okay. Photo spot. Perfect. Looks like we can change filters. Let's see what kind of filters we have. Black and white. I kind of like this one. This one's like got a real gritty look to it. That's like really distorted looking. That's cool. Okay. So that's Pretty Lady Dance taken care of. Is there... Let's run a little bit faster here. Is there anything over here?
Stop and turn. Gunnar Hansen's stop and turn move was an accident. The boots that Gunnar Hansen wore had 3-inch lifts to make him taller, though because of this, if he didn't stop suddenly and then turn, he would lose his balance and fall. The weight of the chainsaw also impacted his movements due to its sheer weight. So after falling on the first take, Gunnar stopped, turned, and one of Leatherface's signature moves was born.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Tim would call it the Keystone move. The shot of his signature move was recreated in the unrated gameplay trailer of our game.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna get some cool lore from like the original movie, it seems like. That's really nice. I like that. Can we open this box? No? Okay. God, the FOV is so tight. Holy hell. Got some license plates here. Yeah, it's like making me sick, kind of like how zoomed in the FOV is. I mean, it's immersive. Uh, yeah, okay. I was gonna say that had a lot of arms on it. Cool. So that's Johnny's chair? There's a leg on it. Okay. Can we open this? We can. Nothing in there. Okay. I want to make sure I'm not missing any secrets or anything. The old crafting table back there. Okay. There's Connie over there. Checklist. Is there a way I can look at my checklist? Okay, up on the D-pad. Okay. Is there anything going on here? Oh, yeah.
Booty shorts. A lot of shots were set up on the fly during principal photography by Daniel Pearl. And
I'm sorry, I'm kind of blocking
one
the
such
description.
shot that Hooper would years later call the best shot in the film was no exception. That shot, of course, being the iconic shot of Pam approaching the family house. Cinematographer Daniel Pearl was laying flat on a dolly with the camera tilted up. The goal of the shot was to make the house appear bigger and bigger in the frame as Pam approached it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, and that shot's not just... They don't call it, like, the best shot in the movie just because of, like, the ass shot walking towards, like, the house. It's also because, like, there's cool camera movements, too. Like, I'm pretty sure the camera, like, went, like, under the bench or something. Like, she gets off the bench, and the camera, like, goes under it. It is actually a well-crafted shot, so... If I'm remembering that correctly. Yeah, I wish this game would have done something similar like the single-player missions on Friday the 13th. Those were pretty cool scenarios. I liked those. Examine. Oh. Oh, we can interact.
Escape hatch. When Sally, Marilyn Burns, escapes by jumping out the window, the glass was actually breakaway sugar glass, made by Bob Burns and Mary Church.
Makes sense.
In fact, Mary did the stunt of jumping out the window. A mattress and some empty boxes were placed outside the window for her to land on, but setting up the shot took a long time. With the humidity of the Texas summer, the breakaway glass began to dissolve. When I went through it, I was like a glass woman because now I had little particles stuck all over me because the stuff was wet, Mary said. If they'd waited probably another 45 minutes, I don't know if there'd been any glass in those windows.
That's crazy. So the heat was actually impacting the quality of the sugar glass. That's pretty interesting. We have a lock on the door. Okay, so we're gonna get like a code at some point. No, okay. Wait, did it come... This movie come out in 74 or 73? I think it was 74 that it came out. Could be wrong. Yeah, if you don't get it in the first shot, you got to put a new sugar glass window panel in there. We got a note here. We had to lock the barn due to some teenagers trying to break in. If you forget the code, look at the cook's truck. Okay. Cook's truck's in the front here. Let's go... Should get a code from it. This is a license plate. AF 5468.
Truck. For the film, Gunnar Hansen found Leatherface's voice while driving in Austin, Texas. I remember exactly where I was. I had just turned south on Rio Grande from 19th Street, just south of the university. In a once elegant neighborhood of multi-story houses slowly being transformed into funky offices for lawyers and architects, from somewhere deep inside, I let out a piercing, agonizing howl. A big howl. I had to stop the car. The hair was standing up on my neck and arms. An unpleasant tingle ran down my spine. I was frightened. I drove home and went to bed, pulling the covers over my head. I don't ever want to make that sound again.
I think I'm gonna turn the audio up for you guys a little bit here. There we go. Just so it's hitting the peaks I have set on OBS. That way it's not too quiet. I apologize if it was fairly quiet to begin with. Hopefully now it'll be better. Okay, we can't get in this door. Why would we be able to? Like, there is a... I think it was 5468. Let's see here. Nice. Okay, so when we get the right code, it will auto unlock. Okay. And where's the valve exit door?
Chicken Nugget. The game's composer, Ross Tregenza, used real chickens for the audio for Nugget. He luckily had a close friend and fellow composer
Real
who owned
chickens.
a farm with several chickens. The name Nugget was born from brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp. The name is a nod to the longtime nickname of his nephew.
Oh, that's neat. That's where Nugget comes from. Did we have to take a picture of Nugget? Yeah. All right, so let's do that. There we go. Okay, we got our chicken nugget photo. Is there anything in this one? No. There's been two empty. There's been two empty, like, either chests or armoires like that. So I wonder, eventually there's going to be something in one of them, right? We're going to get jump scared. Okay, so it looks like that's it for in here. We just needed to get in here to get our picture of Nugget there. We need to go to the car graveyard for... There's two things we need to get there. I don't know if there's anything out back around this way. Man, look at that farmland. It's really weird. I'm trying to make sure I'm not looking like up and down that much because it's really weird for me not playing with look inversion. Okay, so we're looking for a specific car.
In one notable scene in the original film, the cook approaches the house and sees the hitchhiker. They have an altercation at the truck where the cook beats the hitchhiker with a broom handle and clearly
kicks his
shows off
ass.
the relationship between the two characters. The reason that the scene works so well is that it's entirely real. Jim Sedow, the cook, was actually beating Ed Neal, the hitchhiker.
He was actually whooping his ass with that broom handle? That's funny. Yeah, I love that. He just goes, car, and then goes into like a really sly narration. Oh, is it this one? GKB 636. Was that not it? Maybe I gotta get it from the front. Maybe just the license plate, like... There we go. Okay. Just the license plate. So now we just need the Marrow Melodies, which I would assume is the Bone Charms. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's our checklist done. Turn in the checklist to the welcome board. Okay. Is there nothing else over here? There's got to be something else, right? Car battery? Oh, what's this?
Car radio. The song on the radio when the hitchhiker is picked up in the van is Roger Bartlett's Fool for a Blonde. Bartlett has said that Tobe Hooper chose the song because he thought the hitchhiker was a fool for Sally.
So I just watched the original movie, like, somewhat recently. I don't know if I would get the sense that the hitchhiker was into Sally. Sally was, like, in the front seat, in the front passenger seat, and the hitchhiker's obviously in the back of the van. And he's, like, doing a bunch of weird shit. Like, he talked a lot to Franklin, but I don't know if he was maybe later in the movie, I guess, like, they have a lot of interactions with Sally. She's, like, the sole survivor of the movie, so I guess. That's maybe... But as to why that song will be playing in the van when they picked him up, I guess maybe speaks to... It's like foreshadowing maybe Hitchhiker's feelings like later in the movie or something. Table? Please let him say table.
Fake hammer, real impact. The scenes in the movie with the sledgehammer seem real, and there's good reason for that. Though the prop master Bob Burns made a fake hammer with a foam rubber head, there were still complications. Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen recalled hitting actor William Vale while filming Kirk's death scene. I was completely charged up on adrenaline, skittishly hopping back and forth as if I were speeding. So when Bill tripped and I stepped out of the shadows, I actually hit him in the face with the sledgehammer. Fake or not, it left its mark. In the pivotal dinner scene, actor Marilyn Burns, who played Sally, was actually struck and bled. I went to the bucket, said Burns, and then Grandpa hit me over the head with the other prop that was a piece of steel, a sledgehammer. That hurt. That wasn't fake. As Hansen noted, some of the blood in Sally's hair is actually Marilyn's.
Damn. So they had like a very... You know, there's a lot of real shit going on the set of this movie, like in the making of this movie. A lot of happy accidents, if you want to call them that. This movie seems like it'd be easier to survive it in real life. Oh, absolutely. Don't pick up hitchhikers. Don't, like, just wander into strangers' houses. I mean, I guess it was a different time, but I wasn't alive back then. I don't know. Can we get out back here? Let's go run around and see if we can run to the back door. Not that we'll be able to get in that way, but we'll see if there's something over here.
Discreet flora. The flora around the house where most of the filming took place was populated by more than the cedar trees common to central Texas. The owners of the house were growing 2 acres of cannabis. They told the film crew that they could help themselves to the crop as long as they were discreet about the landlord's extracurricular gardening. According to sound recorder Ted Nicolau, I thought that was part of the reason for the confused discussions every day of what we were about to shoot.
Had access to that reefer, unlimited. Cool. You hope they talk about the scene where Sally teabags Leatherface? Yeah, they better discuss. That's true. My question is, when are they going to start adding... Okay, definitely can't go in here. When are they going to start adding content from the first movie, like, into this game? Like, being some of those victims and stuff like that? I think that'd be cool. Not that there's a bunch of them, but... Oh, we got to turn the checklist in. One sec. Best viewers on whatever website that is. Get your viewers here. 1973. So is that the code for the door? I think we tried that and it didn't work yet. Hey, okay. So you do have to progress it. You can't like speed run it. You have to actually do the stuff on the checklist. Okay. Because we put 1973 in there and it didn't work. So I thought there was no way that was the right thing. Oh. We got a new checklist, it looks like. Check in here to receive a new list of photos to take. Once again, check off all the photos and return here for another stamp. Skull wall, which is right to our right. Family dinner, crisp Kringle, living room. Grandpa's arm candy. Frames of fear. And revoked licenses. So here's the skull wall. We're not close enough. Really? Still? That's what they're talking about, right? Oh, photo spot. Oh. Do we have to make sure it's full? Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be, we're gonna get, it looks like 3 skulls we need to get in our inventory. Okay, so we gotta make sure the wall's full. Can we go down here? Oh, no. Oh, maybe this is gonna be the next area we go into.
Blood spatter. One of the reasons that blood and gore are limited in the film is because Tobe Hooper and Kim Henkel felt that fear and intensity were more important. According to screenwriter Kim Henkel, he and Tobe Hooper reached out to the MPAA to discuss the guidelines to avoid getting slapped with an X rating. Apparently, the investors of the film were terrified that the film would get an X rating, so all these thoughts were front of mind during production. Ultimately, Hooper and Henkel's original vision of inflicting fear and intensity with the gore and blood implied worked to the film's benefit and made a bigger impact.
Theater of the mind. Same thing applies to the original Halloween movie. There's actually not... There's almost no blood in that movie. Theater of the mind works very well. Some of these like early horror directors are really smart and figured that people's imaginations would do a lot of the work, and they were absolutely right.
He really cut her. According to Gunnar Hansen, he really cut Marilyn Burns' finger in the infamous grandpa feeding scene. The prop knife, designed to pump out fake blood, wouldn't work after several takes. Finally, when no one was looking, Gunnar Hansen removed the tape from the knife that made it dull and really cut Marilyn's finger.
What?
This, that would mean that actor John Dugan, Grandpa, sucked on the actual blood of Marilyn Burns.
Dude, that's fucking wild. That's like, this is hardcore filmmaking, dude. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So Gramps actually sucked on the actress's blood. That's fucking nuts.
Kim and Toby before Texas. Kim Henkel and Tobe Hooper met during the filming of Hooper's 1969 film Eggshells.
Yeah, that's
4
wild.
years later, they would go on to create the production company Vortex Inc. and co-create the Texas Chain Saw Massacre. Another Texas Chain Saw actor was also part of the Eggshells cast. Alan Danziger, better known as Jerry to Chainsaw fans, co-starred in the earlier film.
All right. Cool. Okay, is there going to be something in this one? Yeah, there we go. No, yeah, they did. Yeah, we did get a bot. I'm glad they put someone in here because this is where one of the guys finds I don't remember which girl it was. I don't remember her name, her character name, but they'd put her in the freezer after putting her on the gallows. Oh, nice. We have a thing for the gallows. Speaking of that.
Gallows meat hook. After speaking with the MPAA and because of effect limitations, Toby Hooper and Kim Henkel made the decision to do the meat hooking scene without blood or gore. Production assistant Dorothy Pearl created a harness with a saddle that Terry McMinn, Pam, could wear.
Pam.
It was completed with nude stockings that crisscrossed the actress's body in the front and the back. The longest McMinn could hang on the hook with the harness was about 1 minute. Dorothy Pearl had to design the harness with the female anatomy in mind because all the weight was being distributed to the actress's lower region. According to the film's screenwriter Kim Henkel, one of the inspirations for the infamous meat hook scene was a scene in the 1931 film Frankenstein.
Interesting. Also interesting is that this is the first object that we've viewed that lets us like actually rotate like a 3D render of whatever it is we're looking at. So that's the first time that's happened. Do we have any frames of fear? Oh yeah, we have a few things to examine in here.
Possible titles. The Texas Chain Saw Massacre wasn't the first or even second title of the film. The first two working titles were Head Cheese and Leatherface. Head Cheese was the first working title of the film, though, for most of principal photography. Leatherface was the working title until late into production when it was finally given the official title of The Texas Chain Saw Massacre. Kim Henkel and Toby Hooper intended for the title to be spelled Chain Saw, but once the press were sent information on the film, and when the original poster was produced, the spelling got twisted into Chainsaw.
Interesting, yeah. So, like, everyone knows that chainsaw is one word, but interestingly, the title of the film and obviously this game, the word chain and saw are like separate words. So that's kind of interesting to hear about. Glad that's referenced at least a little bit.
Cheap thrills. Screenwriter Kim Henkel has said that one of the reasons he and Toby Hooper wanted to make a horror film was their limited budget. If you have relatively little money, what are your possibilities? Henkel says. The clear answer was some sort of genre piece. Horror was the easiest because we felt that we didn't have to have any names in the cast. Production values weren't nearly so important as in some other realms, so it became the natural choice.
Yeah, back in the day, if you wanted to make a possible decent buck on a low budget, horror was the way to go for sure. This museum mode's nice because you, like, how often do you actually get to like really slowly look around? Like I've never gotten to play private matches on TCM, so I've never actually gotten to explore and actually look at all the detail that's in this map in particular, the family house. Pretty neat. Oh, is this our first head? This ram died in a bad way. In a bad way. Cool. And we get to add that to our inventory, so that's very nice. Can't open that from in here either. That's okay. Revoked licenses. Okay. So maybe not that. I was thinking license plates, but that might not be what they're going for. Okay, nothing in there. I'm assuming we can't do anything here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. And I would assume the same for down there.
Friend of Leatherface. Since both of her parents were working on the film, 3-year-old Karina Nicolau was often on set and struck up a friendship with Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen.
I've heard about this before.
She had never liked my Leatherface mask. She was sitting with me one day while I waited for a shot setup. When Dottie, makeup artist Dorothy J. Pearl, came to put on my mask, it horrified Karina. As soon as it covered my face, she started screaming. I had Dottie pull it off. See? I said, it's just me. She calmed down, but when I put the mask on again, she started screaming again. I realized she was too young to make the leap. to see my transformation from Gunner to Leatherface and understand that I was still under the mask. So I made sure she never saw me in the mask after that. At least until the unfortunate meat hook scene.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, we got something else right here.
Ashtray. Actors are paid varying amounts for their work in film. For his voiceover in the opening monologue of the film, John Larroquette was paid with a single joint. Recent reports, however, suggest that his rate has gone up.
I would hope so, yes. But back then, my guy got a nice weed. A nice singular weed.
Preparing for the role. To prepare for the role of Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen went to Austin State School, which was a 95-acre residential and training facility for adults.
Yes, one weed, please, sir. That's all I require.
Several days to pick up the residents' mannerisms and how they walked and talked. It was important to Gunnar to portray the character authentically, without making a mockery of those who suffer from developmental disabilities.
Well, he definitely did a good job, because Leatherface was definitely on the spectrum, let's say. Played it very well. You kind of like, in some scenes in the original movie, you kind of like feel bad for Leatherface. You like start to understand like where he's coming from. Like he's very much a child in a very large man's body, and he's just like protecting his family. Plain and simple.
Gun Interactive's own Wes.
He don't like people coming on his property, you see.
Texas Chain Saw Massacre game. One day, Wes was at home brainstorming, and in the background, he had 2015's The Witch playing. He wasn't watching the film, but was more listening to it. The sounds and music in the film struck him as he was listening. He asked himself, what instruments are they using to make those unique sounds? It turned out, those sounds were created by an apprehension engine. Wes was able to track down Tony Dugan Smith, who makes roughly 6 of these instruments a year, and was informed that the apprehension engine took around 7 months to build. Wes then had the honor to have a meeting with film composer and creator of music for The Witch, Mark Corvin. It was at this meeting where Corvin said, "Forget everything you know about playing guitar and other instruments. Approach the apprehension engine like a child, and experience and discover." From there, the direction of sounds for the Texas Chain Saw Massacre game were born.
Cool. Are we going upstairs at any point? Oh, it looks like we can go upstairs right now. Okay, so let's go outside first. Let's go out into the side garden here. I don't know if there's anything out here for us. I would assume so. I would assume there's something. Yeah, it's very glidey going up and down the stairs. No valve tank, bad RNG. Yeah, you're not kidding. We haven't gotten any pictures yet. We need to get into the living room. Frames of Fear. We need to keep an eye out for that and revoked licenses, because those could be anywhere. Maybe there isn't anything out here for us. Pretty empty. Nothing over here. Guys, I think I'm doing pretty well considering that I don't have look inversion. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. We gotta go in here too, actually. So many bones. And who's this? Is that John Carpenter? They killed him. They altered the timeline. They killed John Carpenter. They knew he was going to make a better horror movie with a more iconic soundtrack, and they killed him. That's a damn shame. Empty? Yeah. Damn. Grandpa's not out here. Oh, we got something here.
Curtain.
Curtain.
Danziger played Jerry,
The sequel to Car.
He
Curtain.
prepared for his first on-camera meeting with Leatherface by being blindfolded. When the blindfold was removed for the initial take, he was so terrified that he ran out of the room.
I like that he was, I don't know, was it his decision? Did that say? I like that they would, like, save and try to get some raw reactions from people, like some of the actors seeing Leatherface for the first time. Yeah, we can go upstairs from here as well, so let's go up this way. Let's start from back here. Grandpa's room closed for renovations. Oh, so there's gonna be a little... There's gonna be a little code to get in here. Okay. I won't sit here and try to guess that. I wonder, can we, like, do this? I guess that door was open, huh? Yeah, door was totally open.
Sissy's straight razor. After Kim Henkel and creative director Ronnie Hobbs finished designing Sissy's look,
You rewatch Scream? Love
the only
that.
question left was what type of weapon would she carry. According to Kim's secret catalog of character concepts, he always envisioned Sissy wielding some type of straight razor, a small, portable weapon that could stay hidden until just the right time. It's petite and deadly, just like Sissy. It fit her personality perfectly. So even though the hitchhiker carries it in the original 1974 film, it did in fact previously belong to Sissy. As far as what happened to her, or where Sissy is during the 1974 film, well, that's a story for another time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I really like how with some of the DLC characters they've brought into this game. Since this game takes place before the original movie, they've kind of like really shaped the lore and obviously like extended it beyond what it was ever really supposed to be. So, like, who knows? I can imagine someday maybe this stuff making it to a movie. You know, you never know.
Hitchhiker's pocket knife. This weapon is a nod to everyone's favorite unlikable character, Franklin, from the 1974 film. According to creative director Ronnie Hobbs and designer Rob Fox, they knew the likelihood of Franklin ever appearing in the video game was slim to none, so this was their way of including him as a small Easter egg.
Yeah, man. See, Franklin's not going to be in this game ever because he's in a wheelchair. And how would you explain all the stairs and ladders, you know? Maybe, fuck it, they should just do it anyway. Like, let's just get Franklin in the game. Like, let's keep the wheelchair, right? But let's just make stairs not a problem and ladders also just not a problem. Like, can you imagine Franklin just, like, with his wheelchair attached to his lower body and he's just climbing a fucking ladder? That would be so amazing. And we got the cook's broom handle.
Jim Sedow's toughest scene to get right was the broomstick clubbing at the gas station. Since the prop was an actual wooden broom handle, he was afraid of hurting his fellow actor in the scene. After several takes of it looking fake, Sedow really struck his fellow actor in the final take.
Yeah, his close encounter would be pretty funny.
Shoot for everyone, but Marilyn Burns had it as bad as anyone on set. She did several takes of diving through the doorway of the gas station, and each time she would land knee first on the hard concrete floor, so many times that the floor tore up and severely bruised her knees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was the floor. Yep. Got it. Got it. Franklin the Transformer. Oh, looks like we got stuff in that room as well. Oh. Nice. Oh, we got something in here. Oh. Do we have to, like, collect these? Yeah, okay, so we have to find... Do they have to go in specific spots? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We have to get license plates as well, so that's going to be our revoked licenses. And that is, our photo opportunity is going to be there. Oh. Cook's place setting. A patriarch's table setting, but it's been misplaced. So we added that to our inventory. Okay.
Toby meets the cook. Director Toby Hooper offered the part of the old man, the cook, to Jim Seedow after they worked together in the 1971 film The Wind Splitter. They were both a part of the cast in said film. Hooper and Seedow weren't the only Texas Chain Saw Massacre alumni to work on The Wind Splitter. Ron Bozeman was the key grip, Kim Henkel was credited as the grip, and Sally Richardson was the assistant director.
All right. Oh, looks like we got another one here. And another one? Maybe we are going to have to put them in a certain order because they're kind of just giving us all of them.
News of the day. Toby Hooper wanted to parody the news reports of the day, which he considered televised lies, and so devised the opening voiceover, famously recited by actor John Larroquette.
Which is important because, like, it's the opening narration of the original movie, like, gives it this, like, vibe as if the movie, and based on the fact that it's, like, the movie's, like, based on true events, it's, like, not really, is the thing. And that marketing has tricked a lot of people for many, many years. It's... The Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie was, like, based on some, like, a couple murders that Ed Gein did, and that's, like, it. And then the rest of it's just, like, made-up stuff, so. Very loosely based, very, very loosely based on true events, if you even want to go that far. Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi. Does this have something to do with the license plates? I would assume so. Shrek was based... Yeah, Shrek was based on true events. That's... Yeah. That's true. We might have to come back to that. Oh, maybe it's like Arkansas and Tennessee. And then in the middle, Mississippi. And then Louisiana on the bottom. Louisiana. Tennessee. A photo opportunity has been unlocked. Nice. There we go. Okay, so revoked licenses is done. Let's go and turn that lamp back on. We want to get good use out of that face.
News of the day.
Okay, so we already... That's the one we already got. Okay. Let's crouch over into this area. Oh, here's the soda machine. Oh. Soda bottle full of delicious soda, pop, or Coke, depending on your region. Nice. Quick soda. Okay. Cool. Empty? Oh no, there's someone. Is that Julie again? Man, they hate Julie.
One outfit, 32 days. Actors only had one set of their wardrobe. The actors had to wear the same clothing for the entire 32-day shoot, 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. For fear of fading or being damaged, they couldn't wash the clothes. So the actors wore the same clothes unwashed for 32 days straight.
Yo.
In 95 to 100-degree Texas heat. According to the crew,
That's crazy.
Gunnar Hansen stunk of body odor worse than anyone on set by the end of the shoot.
Oh, I can fucking imagine. That's nuts. That was a stinky set, brothers. That was a stinky ass set. Okay, so now, oh, it's very dark in this room. Oh, we got a damn flashlight now? Okay. What the fuck was that? Oh, that was this door. Oh! There's a goddamn poltergeist in this house.
Box office success. The Texas Chain Saw Massacre grossed over $30 million at the box office.
That door closing scared me.
And sold over 16 million tickets. With inflation, the film would have made over $150 million in box office earnings today.
Hell yeah. Julie again? No. Oh, we got a head. Nice, we'll put it in the inventory. I wonder if the skulls will have to be in a specific spot too.
Spring of '73. Kim Henkel and Tobe Hooper spent January and February of 1973 writing the script, but production moved on rather quickly after that. They were shooting the movie by summer of 1973.
So did the movie come out in 73? It might have. It was banned from Finland, you think? Oh, it came out in 74. Okay. That's always the year I thought it came out, but I was like, oh, I definitely could be wrong about that. Okay, so I think that's everything in this room. What? Oh boy. That was kind of scurry. Alright, let's go on this side. This photo seems to be part of a series, but it looks like it belongs somewhere else. Okay. Add it to our inventory. So here's a picture of seemingly how the skulls are supposed to be, so we're going to have to reference that later. I won't be able to remember it by the time we get down there and whatnot.
Hitchhiker's camera. The make and model of the Hitchhiker's camera is a Polaroid automatic 230 land camera. It was manufactured and distributed from 1967 to 1969. This camera previously belonged to Maria Flores. The hitchhiker stole it after she was stalked and kidnapped by Johnny.
It's so awesome. So, like, yeah, the hitchhiker, in fact, did have that camera in the original movie. But because of this game, again, predating the movie, they're, like, injecting this lore, like, that camera was Maria's, and we know that for a fact, not only because they're telling us, but because in the teaser that was, like, playable before this game came out, like, long before this game came out, there's a teaser called Flowers, where you actually played as Maria, and her hobby was photography. And that was a really cool teaser, and I did play it. And she found herself stumbling upon this property, like taking pictures of like sunflowers and stuff like that. And obviously eventually had a run-in with the Slaughter family. Is this what they want me to do? No, okay. Maybe? You guys hearing that? Oh boy. Creepy shit going on, guys. Got another picture there. Let's open this first. Julie? Oh, we got a head. Horse skull. It would be pointless to beat it. How do I... There we go. What did the one say? The skull of a once mighty bison. Okay, so that one, no funny text on that one. Hitchhiker's place setting. A standard table setting, but it's been misplaced. Okay. So we've now gotten the cook's and the hitchhiker's place setting at the dinner table. This photo seems to be part of a series. Okay, so that just says the same thing as the other one did. And another picture. I think maybe we're going to have to put them in the red room back there. Or here. Okay. Yeah, look at those wieners. Okay, empty. Maybe this is our last picture. So, maybe these pictures are going to kind of tell a story. So it looks like in this scenario, Julie has taken the place of Pam from the movie. So yeah, I'm thinking cars broken down or whatever. She's walking in there. She gets caught by him. She is hung up. And then these cannibals ate her. Dinner time. Easy. Nice. Easy peasy, baby. All right. So that is Frames of Fear done. We need a code for Gramps' room there. And it's actually letters and not numbers like the codes we've dealt with so far. I haven't seen anything obvious yet.
No living animals were harmed.
Good.
Initially, art director Robert Burns wanted set pieces of real dead cats and dogs. The crew acquired dead animal carcasses from a veterinarian and actually tried to embalm them with formaldehyde. Makeup artist and production assistant Dorothy Pearl, at the time the wife of the film's cinematographer Daniel Pearl, was injecting a dead animal with formaldehyde when she accidentally injected into her own leg through the animal. Toby Hooper then ordered that the dead animal carcasses had to be thrown out. The crew poured gasoline to cremate them, but the stench from the smoke from the bonfire started to make its way into the family house and added to an already foul stench set.
Well, immersion, there you go. Okay, that's not a head we can take. Oh, damn it. I can't crouch into the grandpa room there. Is there some obvious... See that red H there? I don't know if that's anything. Probably not. Yeah, I guess the H was white, and there was just red around it. That's true. I'm not good at colors, you see. But I haven't seen any other letters like that, I don't think. Yeah, there's more H's. Does it have something to do with this? Nah, probably not. Okay, so now we basically confirmed that the H's don't have anything to do with it. Check the back of the closet of that room you were just in. This one? Other one. Oh, okay. I'm looking around for letters or entire words. Oh, we missed this.
Production manager Ron Bozeman would go on to work on another film that featured cannibalism. In 1992, he won an Academy Award as a producer for The Silence of the Lambs.
That's cool. I do love The Silence of the Lambs. That's a good movie. There's a bird. Is bird the word? Was that an option? I don't know if that was a... Bird is the word? Doubtful. I don't remember seeing those letters, but perhaps I am mistaken. Let's go see. Just double checking this once more.
Family name.
Missed this.
The family has gone by several surnames throughout the course of the franchise. However, their original surname is Slaughter. Though never spoken in the movie, it can be seen in faint letters on the sign above the gas station, W.E. Slaughter Barbecue. According to Gunnar Hansen, art director Bob Burns made the sign. He said that Toby and Kim were mighty proud of coming up with We Slaughter.
W.E. Slaughter. That's... I'm not gonna lie, I never put that together, but that's pretty on the fucking nose, huh? Okay, there's no, like, B. Let's check our inventory. Should we go back downstairs? Maybe we have to go back downstairs. Because we have access to both the up and downstairs.
Genuine bone furnishings. The bones used for props were real animal bones found at a
Yeah, there might be
veterinary
something up
boneyard
there
in a
that we
cattle
missed.
pasture. Art
But-
director Robert Burns led the charge of designing most of the bone props, like furniture and light fixtures.
Real bone props, huh? Do we have enough to, do this? I think we have 3 heads. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Oh. Maybe it didn't matter at all, but either it did matter and we got super lucky, or it just didn't. Okay. So skull wall, we have oh, we can go in the living room now. That's what changed. Okay. So there used to be a red rope here, but now we have access to the living room.
Makeup set. Gunnar Hansen shared a lot of praise for his fellow cast members. In the 40th anniversary Blu-ray release's audio commentary, Hansen notes that actor Jim Sito, the cook, was probably the only actor in the movie who could look benign and then become extremely evil without any makeup.
The cook is one creepy motherfucker, bro, for sure. There's Julie. Dead. They really did Julie real dirty in this museum mode, bro. Oh, we can play some tracks. Probably copyrighted, so let's not do that. Somewhere there's a chicken running around. Very confused. Add to inventory. Okay. Not sure what we'll be doing with that, but okay. Oh. Hey, here's people.
The dinner scene.
Okay.
The infamous dinner scene was a long, trying shoot. Plastic surgeon W.E. Barnes created the makeup for Grandpa, and it took nearly 10 hours to apply to actor John Dugan. A lot of pieces and parts went into creating Grandpa's look. But because they were down to their last set of makeup parts, the crew had to shoot every scene involving Grandpa all in one day. The grueling shoot was one of the hottest days of the production, with temperatures over 100 degrees. The set windows were blacked out with black plastic in a house filled with cameras and lights that reached as high as 120 degrees inside. Because of the extreme heat on set, the food at the dinner table started to rot. The smell on set was ghastly for the entire cast and crew. All of the bones on the set were real, and combined with the lights that made them burn, released an unbearable smell. The combination of the stench with the extreme heat made a lot of the crew sick, and they'd take frequent trips outside to throw up. In the end, the brutal set brought a real rawness to the film. The shoot in total lasted nearly 32 hours for some of the crew.
Dude. The shoot of this movie is fucking bananas, bro. So I can swap. I think the cook was on the left in the movie. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. So, okay, no. Hitchhiker and Cook. Grandpa Leatherface. Can I swap out? Okay, I can swap out Leatherface. I need to put, Hitch there. Leatherface there. So then I need to pick this up. Put Cook's place there and Hitchhiker's here. Chicken head? Hey, there we go. Okay, that's where the chicken head goes. There, I guess it is right there in the photo.
Skin lampshades. Why was the film marketed as being based on true events?
Oh, okay, here we go.
According to Kim Henkel, the film's marketing of being based on true events evolved over production. The famous crawl, for instance, was implemented to mark the story as an historical event that was more captivating, but wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
There we go.
Another inspiration for the story were tales Tobe Hooper was told by his family as a young child. They told him stories of a killer from Wisconsin that would use human skin for lampshades. This Wisconsin killer was the infamous Ed Gein.
There we go. We get our Ed Gein confirmation there. Let's go ahead and take our picture. We want to do a filter. Cool. Okay, so there's our family dinner. Oh, crisp Kringle in the living room. I forgot. Crisp Kringle. What do they mean by that, I wonder? Is it the famous couch here? No? It was banned from Finland. Yeah. Crisp Kringle. Is this not the living room, technically? Wait. Okay, this is called the bone room. Hold on. This is the living room. It has to be this, right? No. I'm stupid? Okay. Sorry, Santa. That's good. That's good. Crisp Kringle. Got it. Okay. Very nice. So now we just need to get into Grandpa's room. Okay, we were in here before. We still need, like, some combination of letters or a word to get into Grandpa's room. Was there something here?
The infamous dinner scene was a long, trying shoot. Plastic surgeon W.E. Barnes created the makeup for Grandpa, and it took nearly
I'm just
10
kind of
hours
looking through here to see if there's any
actor John
words.
Dugan.
Sorry, you guys can't see the
A lot of
whole
pieces
thing.
and parts went into creating Grandpa.
Yeah, I think, is Terrifier 3 coming out this holiday season, maybe? I know it's centered around Christmas time. I don't know, man. I'm not sure about this. Tape? Lame. Came. Case. Meat. Good one. Thank you. Thank you. Just how obvious is that, maybe? They're cannibals. You know, there's already been references in this museum to, like, all of the carnage and meat cannibalism.
Grandma's rocking chair.
Grandma's
The
chair.
remains of the mummified grandma, or even any mention of grandma, was not in the original script. Art director Bob Burns added her into the set to show that there were women in the family's history.
Yeah, where was I supposed to... Was I just supposed to guess that?
The Hitchhiker's origins. According to actor Edwin Neal, he based his performance of the hitchhiker on his nephew, who suffered from paranoid schizophrenia.
Interesting. Actors did such a good job, man. Do not feed Grandpa. Oh, we're gonna get something... We're gonna get something to feed him, I guess? When did this come out? This museum mode? Just literally like yesterday or something. Maybe 2 days ago. Grandpa's arm candy. Am I supposed to, like, feed him something and, like, take a picture of him eating it? Perhaps. Oh. When did that get there? I've never seen Grandpa move like that in my life. What the fuck? I didn't know Grandpa still had it in him like that. All right. Got our checklist done, baby. Let's go. Now I think we're gonna be able to go to the basement. Yeah. Damn, Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. So... is it 1973 again? Like, there's no way, right? We'll try 73 and 74. Google says the license plates you put on the wall spell out meat. I guess, yeah. Well, huh, okay. All right. I guess we had, but one of them was Louisiana. So, yeah, I don't know. This, we got a combination of numbers. The one to get in the house was 1973, which made sense. That's what the stamp said. This stamp doesn't say anything, however. And we don't have a new checklist yet. Maybe the text on the plate, not the states. Hmm. Yeah, did I, like, accidentally do that correctly? I guess yeah. Oh, I did. Yeah, because I put ram there, bison there, horse there. That's funny that I did that correctly on accident. I don't have anything in my inventory. Did something in the house change after we turned our... These guys are still down here. Hmm. We got any ideas, chat? For what we might need to look at for the next combination? They have an address or something on this place? Y'all got an address? We used that to get into the barn. Was there something in Grandpa's room we missed?
Grandma's rocking chair. The remains of...
Okay, no year or anything there.
The hitchhiker's origins.
No date or anything there. We broke the rules and we fed Grandpa. Motherfucker jumped on us like Spider-Man. Definitely got some life left in him. Yeah, there's a missing painting. Like, there seems to be a painting missing there, but, like, there's no interact or anything. Because even when we don't have the item we need, there's normally a circle. It'll say use item, and it'll pull up your inventory, and you just won't have anything. So I don't think we need to do anything there. But definitely not sure. I'm definitely not sure about the code. Oh. Am I hearing some shit? I'm hearing some shit. Cooley. I don't know if there is an attic. Like in the base game, there's no attic. Like this is the highest elevation point on the map that you can like. That's like a playable area. Oh, it like highlighted them for us, but we never came back and like looked at it again. MEAT. So did something similar happen with like a code, perhaps? Somewhere? Oh, it's because of this light. That's so smart, dude. I like that. So, using that line of thinking, is there anything like that that might show us a code?
The dinner.
Okay, no, not that. Let's see. $1966. I guess we never went and checked like down here. I don't know if there's anything down here. Hello. And then there was actually like nothing out here. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. Some sort of 4-digit number that we need to get. Let's take a closer look at this wall, maybe. Like the same newspaper over and over. Maybe the dining table light. That one wasn't one that we could like turn off, but maybe. Because that's just like an examine thing. What's that clock time set to? It's not on a number, so it's a little hard to tell. Interesting, interesting. Is there like something here they want us to see?
Blood spatter. One of the reasons that blood...
Okay, no year or anything there. Okay, like nothing in the 1970s. If it's even a year, it might not, you know, it might not be a year. In which case, makes it even harder for us to guess. Do we have anything behind the stairs? Maybe. Besides these dead folk. Oh, jeez, sorry, guys. The slow sensitivity mixed with how far this FOV is, like, zoomed in is... makes it a little wild to look at, I'm sure. I know it's kind of awkward to play. Man.
Gallows meat hook.
Was there anything on the
After
gallows?
speaking with the MPAA and because of effect limitations, Toby Hooper and Kim Henkel made the decision to do the meat hooking scene without blood or gore. Production assistant Dorothy Pearl created a harness.
I don't see anything. You see, my problem is that it's got to be, like, fairly obvious. I mean, it's all it is a puzzle, so there's got to be some logical way to figure it out. It's not, I'm sure it's not that cryptic or anything. Is it the fucking soda bottle? Really, dude? Really? That is just... I'm not gonna say that's cryptic. I wouldn't go so far as to say that that's cryptic, but that's fucking random as shit. That is absolutely random. I love it. I love it. Man, we finally get to continue. That took a fucking while, huh? Jesus. Killing time, rear basement. Pig-headed, bad dancer with a killer arm. Handburger, basement storage. Frozen finger food, cold room. Yeah, that was absolutely random as hell. Dude, I'm like trying to... What is up with the lighting in this mode, dude? I'm just trying to look at this thing you want me to examine.
The blood splatter effect on Leatherface's apron during...
We'll just sit here with a black screen.
...required corn syrup, food coloring, and a lot of spitting. Makeup artist Dorothy Dottie Pearl, director Toby Hooper, and even boom operator Wayne Bell knelt by Franklin during the shooting. As Leatherface slashed, the three took mouthfuls of blood and spit it at him. For me, this was just a delight, said Bell. I care nothing about horror movies, but this was pretty playful.
Okay. Yeah, the sensitivity is rough, and the field of view is really what gets me. The field of view is pulled back, the sensitivity would feel a lot less like a... It would feel less of a big deal. Got some pig carcasses here.
Skin. The practical effects of Leatherface's skin mask proved a difficult challenge for Bob Burns, the art director for the film. Mary Church, who had multiple responsibilities on the original film, including continuity and stunt coordination, noted that Bob spent weeks trying to come up with just homemade varieties of stuff that sort of looked like dried skin. I remember him being concerned about expression, or not being able to do expression, and that there probably needed to be other expressions maybe on the face.
No, there's no option to change the FOV. They don't even have an option for the first person mode to invert the camera look. There's no, like, separate option, and the one that I obviously have on, because that's... I play with inverted Y-axis, it doesn't work for it. Julie? Oh. Useful for making head cheese. So we gotta find, do I gotta get the arm from Grandpa's room now? It's gonna be like a lower body, maybe?
Leatherface mask. The holes and markings on the forehead of Leatherface's masks represent a hammer to the head. Back then, cows were slaughtered in the head with a sledgehammer, so the holes appear on the forehead of Leatherface's masks to show continuity with how actual cattle were slaughtered.
Maybe in the files, maybe. Are we hearing music now? We are.
Toby Hooper found novel ways to introduce drama into his picture. According to lead Marilyn Burns, Sally, Hooper would gossip around the set to create animosity between her and Paul Partain, who played Franklin. Toby would come up and tell me that Paul said something about me. Then Toby was going to Paul saying Marilyn said something about you, getting us really upset with each other. So we're doing this scene that didn't require any acting at all. I was ready to kill him.
Dude, I love hearing the backstory of like the filming of this movie, dude. Julie? No, okay. I'm waiting for Julie to be in one of these again. Oh shit. Oh, chainsaws.
Banned in the UK. The film was banned in over 10 countries, including Great Britain and Germany. The Texas Chain Saw Massacre managed to have screenings in London, England in late 1974. But by February of 1975, the BBFC decided to ban the film, as they were uncomfortable about the threats toward the film's climax and the explicit use of abnormal psychology, and refused to even give the film an X rating. In 1982, the former Prime Minister of England, Margaret Thatcher, along with socially conservative activist Mary Whitehouse, formed the Video Nasties, which led to the banning of several horror films in the United Kingdom. Additionally, in the early years of Prime Cable, channels like HBO refused to air the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Many cable channels avoided the film at all costs.
Dude, that's crazy. It's funny because if you like watch this movie now, it's like fairly tame compared to like some of the shit we get nowadays, you know? Oh dear. What a gorgeous specimen. Yeah. People were pussies back then? It's just a different time. You know, like these movies were like this movie, like, and Halloween, like this was like the scariest shit people had ever seen at the movie theater, you know? Oh, am I gonna like have to use this in a sequence or something? So how many did this have? 4? So, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we didn't get anything from that, but okay. They all did rev a different number of times. Interesting. Interesting. Did I do the second to last twice? No, I went here. I went here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell else do we got here?
Real torture. During
Real
Sally's
torture?
scene, her screams ultimately led her to shout, "I'll do anything you want," which Marilyn Burns later recollected was the dirtiest thing you could say. It was pretty damn serious. Nowadays, it comes out of everybody's mouth. Now they're doing it for free. They're jumping into it. But in those days, "I'll do anything you want." You just didn't say that. You never said that. Burns continues, though, that Sally's torturers, the Slaughter family, don't comprehend that because it's not the result they desire. Rather, she feels that they're so sexually repressed that they can only manifest desire as sadistic cruelty. What makes them even more horrific is the sense that they gather excitement by watching women suffer.
You said left to right, they do 4, 1, 2, 3? Huh? That one does 2. That one does 2. This one does 3. Sir. Oh, here's the leg. A leg day keeps the doctor away. Or a leg a day keeps the doctor away. And the coroner very close by. Okay.
Behind the scenes photo, Bull. During research production for the Texas Chain Saw Massacre game, Gun Interactive's creative director Ronnie Hobbs, executive producer Ishmael Vicens, and brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp traveled to dozens of locations in rural Texas. Thousands of photos were taken to capture the essence and authenticity of the Texas countryside. During one of these trips, the team at Gun stumbled onto a farmhouse they thought was abandoned. But little did they know, they would meet a new friend. A massive bull in a nearby gated field with horns that stretched 4 feet end to end. However, the gate itself was not closed, so the team from Gun found themselves face to face and only 5 feet on the other side of this open gate, with this giant freak of nature. The Gun crew were initially terrified, but they carefully and meticulously walked around the fence while keeping their eyes on this massive creature. They were able to shut the gate, and any crisis was thankfully avoided.
Yeah, don't want anything bad to happen to you guys, man. While you're researching for this dope-ass game. Let's see. We have another chainsaw.
Chainsaw. Gun Interactive digitally scanned an original chainsaw model that was used in the 1974 film, and then made the necessary adjustments to ensure it was as accurate as possible to what was seen on film nearly 50 years ago.
Yep, I remember that from one of the, like, sort of dev update kind of videos they were doing back before this game came out. They were paying very close attention to all the details. We got another leg. A human body should only have one of these, right? A left leg? Yes, that's accurate. Yes. Got a bunch of body parts in here. In the game, there's a ladder here to go up. But not here. Makes sense. What other pictures we gotta do? Hamburger. So this is the rear basement. Can we open this? Julie? No? Okay. Just making sure. We should have a photo opportunity somewhere back here. This is the East Tunnel. Hello. Hello, mister. Oh, it's just a door here. Heh. That's funny. That don't look right. That just being a door, you know? Knowing that that's the fuse box, like the metal door exit. That's kind of wild. Basement storage. There's... Oh, hamburgers here. Killing time is rear basement. Okay. Hamburger. Oh, we gotta get a hand and put in there. Okay. Julie? No? Okay. Just checking. Just checking. What about in here? No? Okay. A lot of empty crates. Can we take that hand? I guess not. There's a bunch of hands that we could be able to take, but I guess not. Let's continue around back here. We need a nice little hand. Okay, weirdly nothing at all in that back area. That's okay. I guess there's not a lot of lore that's going to be down here because this basement's completely made up for the game. Perhaps its body is terrorizing Sleepy Hollows. Okay, so we have a head, a human head. Anything back behind here? Not by the looks of it. Not much going on in the west tunnel. We can go up,
All natural masks. Art director Bob Burns performed a significant amount of trial and error to perfect the Leatherface mask. Ultimately, he landed on liquid latex and thin insulation, which aged naturally and yellowed.
Okay. Hey, another leg.
Mask, prop, or wardrobe for the role of Leatherface. When Gunnar Hansen had his first meet and greet for the role of Leatherface, Toby Hooper and Kem Henkel were impressed with his size and stature. When Gunnar walked through the doorway into their meeting, Hooper noticed how much space of the doorway Gunnar took up. They knew right away that Gunnar had the physical traits for the iconic role.
Yeah, they're knowers. Oh, there's our hand. Okay, we got our hand. So let's go ground this hamburger up. Cast members only. A body now poised in an unusual position. Almost looks like a peace sign, but it's not. It's 3. Please stop using the freezer to store your lunch leftovers. Lock code reminder. Bones bracelet cast body. Bones, bracelet, cast, body. So that's cast over there, that leg. That's bracelet. That body's making an 8. So bones. Bones. Where the bones at? I'm probably blind. Am I blind? Bones gonna be our first number. Okay, so we could trial and error this actually. Bracelet 3, cast 2, and then 8. So 3 to 8 are our last numbers. There we go. A photo opportunity has been unlocked. How tall am I right now? Now I'm inside. Oh, it's like a free cam. I didn't realize it was a free cam. Okay. Yeah. Frozen finger food. Okay, got that. We can go do hamburger. Oh.
How the music is made.
Yeah, tell me.
Numerous instruments used by Wayne Bell to create the music were children's musical toys. According to Bell, many of the instruments used to create the music of the Texas Chain Saw Massacre were cymbals, xylophones, and shakers. Being that Bell is a drummer, a substantial number of cymbals were used. The audio team also used Bell's K stand-up 5-string bass with a movable bridge which allowed them to change how high off the board the strings are. This brought out the strong sounds of the bass. Additionally, the sound team used a bow, plucking and rubbing various items on it.
You see, but the thing about the music in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the original movie, is they don't use a lot of music. Like, in, like, the chase scenes and stuff, where you, like, might think about, like, a movie like Halloween, a franchise like Halloween, there's, like, chase music. In the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like, when the chase scenes are happening, it's just, like, Sally screaming, and all you can hear is Leatherface's chainsaw. So, like, they actually use music in a lot of, like, the downtime of the movie. There we go, there's our hamburger. So we got pig-headed bad dancer with a killer arm. Killing time rear basement. Okay, so rear basement's right here. Killing time would be, yeah, the clock, okay. The clock with the cleaver in it. Pig-headed bad dancer with a killer arm, so 2 left legs. They try to throw you off by having a right leg. Two left legs. Pig head. Yeah, with the right leg there. With a killer arm. That looks funny. I like that. So we've yet to find the killer arm. Is there something we got to do with those chainsaws? Maybe let's do it like reverse order. Let's try 4, 2, 3, 1, or 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Maybe that's not part of any larger puzzle.
Playing with fire. Early on during filming, Gunnar Hansen asked Toby Hooper, "How are we going to shoot the scene where I get chainsawed in the leg?" Toby Hooper replied, "I don't know, but don't worry about it because it's the last shot of the movie." For the climactic ending of the film, the crew wrapped a metal sheet around Gunnar Hansen's leg with a stake taped to it, and a blood bag taped on top of that. Originally, he thought it was a crew member who would run the chainsaw cutting into Gunnar's leg. But Gunnar insisted he would do it himself for fear of the crew member accidentally sawing his leg. The saw didn't have its actual teeth attached to it, so they had to make modifications to the saw itself. At first, Gunnar thought he had sawed his leg, but his leg did become badly burned from sawing into the metal plate that was protecting it.
Okay. Oh, there's a code here as well. So maybe that's to like... Interesting. I think that's the code we'll need that, like, that's the advancement one. To maybe go to what I would assume might be the final area. We need a killer arm. Which I would assume would be maybe a chainsaw. Oh, we already looked at that, because that's the one that just makes your whole screen black.
Leatherface speaks. In the original script, the infamous dinner scene was quite different. Leatherface had scripted, though completely unintelligible, lines. As Gunnar Hansen recalls, they were written out. His first line is, "A-A-A-O-U-U-U-Ber," and then, "Abe-Goba Aji-Ima." According to Toby Hooper, these lines had actual meaning behind them.
It's really funny to hear him narrate that.
Out that the first line meant roughly, "How are you? Welcome home. Supper's almost ready." The next line meant, "I've been a good boy. I got 'em all."
He is a good boy. I'll give him that. So did we miss an arm somewhere? Can we take can we take that? No? Oh, there's the okay. There's the number from before. Luckily we were able to just trial and error it anyway, but yeah, is there a chainsaw we can put in our inventory, or what? Now I'm starting to think that those chainsaws do have a role to play somehow in what we're doing. Because we need a killer arm, so like...
Behind the
Yeah, we got that.
real torture.
We got that. But what would tell us, if we have to do those in a certain order, what would tell us the order?
Chainsaw.
We saw this. We can't, like, put it in our inventory or anything. We've been in the East Tunnel. Should we go? I don't assume we would have to go back upstairs for anything. You wouldn't think anyway. Probably that, huh? So we opened that earlier and I thought it was empty. It was not. All right, well, we got it. There we go. Let's get a top-down shot, dude. Okay. Checklist is done. That stamp has a chainsaw on it. Oh, so that's how the chainsaw puzzle comes into play. Okay. So it was 4132, and that's what we put in here. It's got to be it. Yeah, there we go. Oh god. I fucking hear a person, dude.
Help! Help me!
Maria? Uh-oh.
Thank God!
We're back in 16 by 9.
My name is Maria. Maria Flores. Please, find a way to get me out of here. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Please.
Oh boy. Museum mode complete. Photo exhibits unlocked. So let's do this, of course. Oh man. Hey, it's Connie now. Leland. Okay. All right. And then what's this? Oh, nice. Cool. There's got to be something at the end of the... Yeah. Anna. Cool. Awesome. We got the dancing lady out here. I really thought there would be something else out here, but I guess not. So I don't feel like we have to go around and look at every photo exhibit opportunity. I think the fun part is officially over. All the puzzle solving is has been completed. We've been around. And we've seen everything that we needed to see, I think. We'll do one little quick run around. There's something right here. Did they not have Maria? I guess they don't. Huh. No Maria Flores for this, okay. Very interesting. There's a little photo exhibit over here. Yeah, of course, Johnny tracking footsteps. A wild Julie. Very nice. Well, okay. That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Museum mode. Like I said, I don't feel like running around and looking at all the photo exhibits, but because the fun part's over. We did the puzzles. We got some good tips and help from our chat. And yeah, it was fun. That took a little over 2 hours. So it was actually a good little bit of content. And yeah, I enjoyed that. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. And if you want to catch me live, you can come over to twitch.tv/allamend and catch us playing a whole bunch of different games. And yeah, in October, we have Spooky Games Month coming up, and I'm really excited about that. We're going to be playing all kinds of horror games, co-op and single player. So yeah, come hang out for that. So really appreciate you watching, and yeah, hope to see you in the channel. Bye-bye.